Okay, students. Now, good afternoon, everyone. So now I want to start with some topic. That is, first thing I want to conclude with fourth unit. So only two topics are remaining. One is time and date related some functions. We are talking always. So the two things. After that, we will go with some classes. So what is the class and everything. So as like a computer science basic teacher, basic computer science language teacher, I want to talk today. So here, basic date and time operations of Python, or the basic time and data operations in a Python. So what are the things we have? So for this, the basic time and these things are required for time stamping purpose and data logging for authentication and according to for suppose in security views for suppose a person from unauthorized area maybe, so territorial issues are also there with respect to time zone and everything. So applications when from one place to place, so who is accessing the data is very very important in this aspect. So that's why here the main things we required date and time. So these are the methods which are involved in some inbuilt library functions or inbuilt module. So named data, date and time, to deal with the date and time, you know, uh, lot of applications, not only in single application, in lot of time taking applications, who signed in first and who reserved first. So which data item is, or which node is first wake up. So like that, we need to, time and date are very very important in lot of applications. So in that category there are some. So date time dot date. So date time dot time. So for date applications, this date is used, and date time dot time, and date time dot date time. So, at a time, time and date both required some types. So next to time zone info. So TZ info. Okay. So whenever we require time date, and next to time delta, the changes in the time, that is nothing but some calculations we can do on time. So whether you want to subtract, multiply, divide, so like that. So if some differences if you want to find in the time, so you must and should use time delta. Next to time zone. So time zone is nothing but, so it is very very important whether it is a Greenwich or Indian. So according to Greenwich or according to uh, which type of time zone we are participating. So like this, when we are going into the time zone, so automatically change the time settings like this. So change the time zone. So it will ask for the time zones like this. So UTC, or whether it is Indian Standard Time or UTC. So like this, so we have some time zones. So this time zone maintenance is done. So by using the time zone application. So some example also given for each one. What is the syntax and everything. So date time is nothing but a method. So in that, so there is one object is nothing but date. So the date, if you want to, yesterday only you understood that. So you can use form. Okay. So you can take form. So like that, you can use anytime. So whenever you want the type of a program, or whenever you want something, so you can use this. Okay. So here to determine the date and time. So maybe I wrote this program somewhere. Okay. So I will give. So whenever I am giving, I will give. So here you can directly you can write some current date, how to print, and current month and current year. So once you print the current date, month, and year also. So here time. So first date or month, year, or so BDY. So B is nothing but what? Simply that is mentioned words. So the month in words. So whether it is May or June, like that. So here small b. So the abbreviation, month abbreviation. So that is indicated. So the abbreviation of the month. So like that. So here hyphen format you want, or slash format you want. So month first or date first, like that. You need to mention the data wise. So in what way you want, you can print like that. So next to date time dot time. So here I wrote a program. So from, so you need to import the thing. So date time dot import time. So once you imported the time, simply we can use these type of modules. So time, so takes hours, minutes and seconds. When you call time, so it is having some hours, minutes and seconds. So microsecond, so respectively in order. Okay, if no parameter is passed in time, by default it is taken as 0. So default time is, that is equal to, for suppose if you want to write default time is equal to time, so that means what, we are not passing any type of time, so automatically it will take as a default time 0. So print default hour. So default hour, default time, time dot hour. So default time dot minute, default time dot second, default time dot millisecond or microsecond. So like that you can print which type of thing you want. So for suppose if you pass anything, so time 1 is equal to, we are passing 10, 5, 25. So print time 1. So automatically it will print, so the time. So what is the provided time? What time you given? So 10 hours, 5 minutes and 25 seconds, like that. So it will print and it will take the timing inputs and outputs according to our things. So if you are not mentioning anything, that is taken as a default 0. So then same way, assigning hour, minute and second to the respective variables. So time 2. So time, hour is equal to 10, minute is equal to 5 and second is equal to 25. So if you print this thing automatically, so the time 3, hour is equal to 10 and minutes is equal to 5, seconds is equal to this thing, milliseconds is equal to 55. So if you print the thing automatically, it will print so according to your requirement. See, so this is time. So 10, 5, 25. If you don't mention also, it can take. Or otherwise, you can give with respect to your requirement. So 10 hours and 10 hours and 5 minutes and 25 seconds. So like this, it can take the input. Same way, if you want to mention milli or microseconds also, so 10 and 05 is the minutes and 25 seconds, and after that it is milliseconds. Okay, so the microsecond, not millisecond, microsecond. So like that, you can use any type of timing functions in this. So next to date time dot date time. So if you can use, so day to time at a time. So year, month, day, hour, minute, second, microsecond, and time zone information, TZ info. So these are the parameters you can pass into that thing. So date time dot date time. So year, month, day. So only we are asking year, month, day only. So that will give that thing. Or at a time, if you want year, month, day, hour, minute, second, microsecond also, it can give the microsecond level. So from you are importing the thing. So date time dot import. So date time. So now, so that means now gives the current date and time. So with respect to that thing, current is equal to, current is a variable, and date time dot now. Now is a function. It can give at present what is the time, what is the date. So next to print. So we can use print current. So automatically that will print the entire information. So print combinedly at a time. So print backslash n. So print each term individually. So print each term individually. So day, current, dot. Okay. So once again the first method, str f time. Okay. Stuff time, and print day. So print day of the day, and print month, current, strf time. So like that you need to take each element and we need to print so according to our requirement. So this is very very useful, timestamp applications and everything. So if you want, you can assign so the timestamp like this: 16, 15, 79, 7322. So like this, so you can assign any type of data into your variables. Okay. So for that method, see, so print each term individually, day 20, month 5, year 2022, time 7, 5, 13. So it is printing according to requirement. So date and time. So at a time 5, 20, 22, the date, and the time is 7, 5, 13. So the first output Monday, March 15. Okay. So 8, 35, and 22. So year is 2021. So according to requirement. So that is how you want to print. So in that way only, so the time stamp is going to be mentioned. So year is 2021, month is 3, the hour is 23, minutes are 55. So the timestamp is, so you can give a timestamp like this. So you can give, so simply a adapted timestamp. So you can give any type of data. So automatically it will take and it will print according to your requirement. Next, time delta. So time delta is nothing but simply the differences. It will calculate the differences, so with respect to date and time, so whenever you require. So this is the program. So what it will do, so I wrote everything, so I will send this material anyhow. So first, present date, so 22 5 20. So 7 7 13. So maybe the date after 10 days, the date after 10 days, what happened? So automatically it will add 20, 22, 5, and 30. So the date is 30, and 7 7 13. So some time, because we not changed any time. Okay, so for that, so simply we are adding here delta. So we are adding some delta, means what? Simply before 10 days and after 10 days. So data after 10 days. The coming date after 10 days. So 10 days after present date with the time plus time delta of days is equal to 10. So that is simply we are giving here the difference. So automatically it will take and it will print after 10 days what date is coming. So whether it is a next month also, it will. Okay. So according to leap year, everything it will taken care. So you need not to bother. So next date before 10 days, maybe after 10 days. So after 15 days I want to find. So after 15 days means compulsory this month is up to 30, and next month 5 days. So like that June 5. So like that it will print. So same way, before 20 days. So what is the before 20 day date also? It can. So next, before and after, so you can maintain by means of these dates, date and time. Same way, so maximum days and time. So print max. So time delta dot max. So what is the feasibility? So how much maximum date? So same way, timestamp also, total 365 days. With respect to that thing, you can change. So any data you want. So see, so 1 year before present date. Okay. So 1 year before, what is the date? So 23. So 5 20. So 1 year before present date. So 21 05. So the actually this is 1 year after. I forgotten. So 1 year after present date is, so 23 5 20. So 1 year before the present date is, so 20 21 5. So the timestamp I am not changing anything. That's why same. So print some other attributes of the time delta. So max. So max this many days it will take. So how many days you can, means this many. And the time is 23 and 59 59 up to that max it will take. So minimum, so these many years it can go back. So and it can time, in time the minimum thing is 0. Okay, in backward direction time is not going, but a date only can. Next, resolution. So resolution is a, see, 0 hours and 0 minutes and 0 seconds, point microsecond, 10 to the power of minus 6. So that much resolution is there in the time. So the total number of seconds in the 1 year is equal to these many seconds are there in 1 year. apply some applications on time delta function. So time after 1 minute, after 1 minute, what is going to happen? So the time absolute value 20 days. After 20 days, the absolute value in the sense zero. We don't bother about what is the uh, remaining time. For suppose to after 20 days, 20 hours, what happened? I am not asking. Just absolute value only. So next to time delta, string representation. You can 5 days and this much string wise representation. So time delta object representation. So here date time dot time delta days is equal to 5, seconds is equal to this many, microseconds this many. So like this you can represent your data into several aspects. Okay, so this is about the timestamp. Next, very well known, maximum people are already, you are the genius in Python, classes and objects. So, very well definition. What is the class? Always in object oriented programming, we are always bothering about what is the class and what is the object. So, a class is a user defined blueprint or prototype. For example, there is an animal. Animal is a class. So in that, dogs, cats. So a lot of things are there. But in that, once again, one more category if I want to do, that is nothing but mammals. Okay, so mammals. So as well as so um, some octobodies and birds. So in birds also, so flying, so non-flying. Okay. So for suppose attributes of the bird, if you want to think, the color of the bird and the voice of the bird. So then whether it is a vegetarian or non-vegetarian. Okay. So like that, we are always thinking about the class. So and objects. So in any type of application, not only in programming, in outside also we are thinking like that. Human means compulsory is a non-vegetarian. Actually, our body type is non-vegetarian body type, but we are processing the food. Uh, Actually, non-veg. We are processed. Then only we are able to eat. Otherwise, so our body type is not for a non-vegetarian. So it is a vegetarian. Actually, we are the vegetarians. So that's why only our teeth are so differently as different as cat. Cat teeth are so different. Our teeth are different, and cat and tiger, their tongue is different, and it is having a different structure. So whenever it lick some body or body part, automatically, so there is some rash. So but our body type is different. That's why we are the vegetarians, but we are processing the food, then only we are eating. That's why we are become nowadays we are thinking non-vegetarian or vegetarian like that. So because we have some genius, so that's why we are having food with processing. So okay, so here in Python, some points on Python class. The classes are created by the keyword class. So always in Java also we are doing same thing. Yes. So the attributes that are variable that belongs to a class. So attributes are always public. So public class like that we are going to write. So public and can be accessed using a dot operator. Okay. So dot operator. So examples, my class dot my attribute, my class dot my attribute. For some book is a class. In that some attributes are there. Yes. So class definition and syntax. So there is a class definition. So class name. So in that class name, statement one, statement two. So there are n number of statements. So defining a class in Python. So Python program to demonstrate and defining a class. So for that we are writing something. Class dog. Okay, there is a class. There is the name itself dog. So there is a pass. So we are writing some pass. So in the above example, the class keyword indicates that the you are creating a class followed by the name of the class dog. So in this case, yes, here the name is dog. So same the class objects. So an object is simply it is an identity. So some identity is required. So in the class, a class is like a blueprint, while the instance of a copy of the class with a actual values. So the actual values what you are having, it is not an idea of anymore. It is actual dog, like a dog of a breed. Okay, so some breeds are there in that. So 7 years old. So there is a pug is the one of the breed 7 years old. So you can have mm, many dogs to create many different instances. So but without the class as a guide, you would be lost not knowing what information is required an object consists. So that is nothing but state. So first thing, the objects must and should require state. So what is the state? So the state it represented by the attributes of the object. It also reflects the properties of an object. So next behavior. So the behavior or it is represented by method of an object. It reflects the response of an object to the object or other object. So how it is going to behave with other objects. Next to identity. So the identity gives a unique name to the object and enables one object to interact with the other object. So one object, how it is going to interact with object, another object that is showing as an identity. So for suppose the identity name of dog. So that simply it is a unique. Yes. So the name of the dog may be Laika. Laika is the dog. So everybody know. Yes. When the astronauts before sending the humans, so they send in research and development they send only dog. So the name of the dog is Laika. Okay. So like that. So the name of the dog is not going to be changed. So there are no futures like Leica. Okay. Next to state and attributes. So breed, age, color. Okay. So there is a dog. So it is having certain breed, and the age is different. Maybe white color dog or brown color dog like that. So next behavior. Some dogs are bark, some are always going to sleep, and some are going to eat. So some behavior, the behavior. So maximum all these things are going to be do the dog. Okay, barking, sleeping, and eating, running, jumping. So these all things they can do. So these are the behavior. But state or attributes are so maybe different one dog to another dog. But the identity is nothing but it is a unique thing. Okay, declaring objects also called instantiating a class. Okay, the instantiating a class is a class a dog. So dog one, dog two. There are two dogs because main class is there. So from that I am going to create some two instances. So one is dog one, another one is dog two. So the state attributes are breed, age, color, and the behavior is bark and sleep, eat. So dog 3, dog 4. So there are four dogs I'm creating, but the main object is here. So the duplication. Simply we are duplicating the things, and with respect to this duplication, we can access easily the class dog. Okay. So it governs a basic structure for a class. So how to use class dog? A simple class. So the attributes are so first attribute 1 it is a manual. Yes, dog is a manual. And attribute 2, so it is a dog. So that the thing. And a sample method we are giving in the dog, that is nothing but define function. So that is a self method. So print I am a dash self dot attribute 1. So the self dot attribute 1, so simply it will take manual. I am a manual. So next printf I am a dot dog. So simply attribute 2. So I am a dog. So like this it will print. So how to write the driver code or running code for that. So roadger or something, some variable name we can give. So is equal to dog. So the dog instance is created right now. So according to that instance we can write print that name. So Rodger dot attribute 1. So next Rodger dot fun. So like that we can call by using form method also you can call. So next Tabbing also, if you want you can do tabbing also. So I am a manual, I am a dog, like that it will print if you call the things. Okay. So then here, so in the above example, the object is created which is basically a dog named Roger. Okay. So then this class only has two class attributes that tell us that Roger is a dog and a mammal. So the name of that dog is Roger, and it is a dog and it is a mammal. So the self, the class methods must have an extra first parameter in the method. Definition is nothing but self. So we do not give a value for the parameter when we call the method. Python provides it automatically. Okay. So in C++, so this similar to the pointer C++. We are always using the pointers. So this reflects in Java also. Yes. So like that as like a pointer attributes you can use. So here uh, there is a method. Int method is similar the constructor in C++ and Java. So we are always using the constructors in Java utilization and everything. So some objects you can create. So hello, my name is Nikhil, and so like this you can create some class. So with respect to various instances and everything. So there is some one more class I want to mention for class for dog, class dog, and so animal, which is a dog. So itself here, that is nothing but self-referencing. Yes. So here one more thing, uh, define initial value self, comma breed, comma color. Okay. So we are going to give three instances for that. So there is a constructor we are using. Next to self color, so is equal to color. Self dot color is equal to color. So we are giving the color of the object. So Roger, so the dog name is equal to dog pug. So the breed type is pug and the color is brown. Next to Buzo, one more dog. So dog, so bulldog, that is a breed, and black color is in black. So print Roger details. Simply, the Roger is a dash Roger dot animal is a dog. Next print breed. So Roger breed and Roger, dot by using dot operator. Print color. So like that same way the browser details you can print like this. Okay. So here also we require some runner class. Okay. Some runner class is required. So with respect to that thing, if you run, so the Roger details are it is a dog and it is a breed is pug and the color is brown. So like this you can write some classes and its variable definitions. So irrespective of your normal programming. Okay, normal programming. So here it will provide a high level of abstraction and isomorphism and so what are the object oriented programming required? So the polymorphism is required and abstraction is required and on the OOPS concepts it will strongly support it. Okay. So that is the advantage of Java Python classes. Okay. Thank you. So this is the end of our fourth unit. So now I want to talk some things so related to first unit. So only one thing I want to discuss, that is nothing but the one thing is simple. What is the taxonomy? So here also in college also there are some taxonomy levels under the taxonomy or taxonomy. Okay. So simply you have some in laboratory also we have some boards are there. I think in our college everywhere for NBA or for college accreditation purpose or NAC purpose. So they are always keeping that thing. Okay, in our question papers also they are given to give so that level of the question. So what is the understanding level of the student and everything. So what is the need? So why it is required exactly? So the simple need of that thing is, what is the taxonomy? First, we'll see. So you know operating system very well, because already maybe you completed that operating system subject. So you know operating system. What are the role of operating system? What are the services provided by the operating system? Is the first thing is resource management. So always it will provide resource management. So with respect to that resource management, we can um, scheduling algorithms and round robin method, first come first serve. Like this, we have some algorithms to maintain the resources. So if the resources are blocked, so that one only you called it is a deadlock. Yes. So because one process having some resources, but it is waiting for one or two resources. So at that instant, there is a conflict. So in between the data and the process is not moving forward. So until completion of another process. So at that instant, so the resource management is very very important in any case. So here also the IoT taxonomy means simple. How we are going to maintain? So at what level you are going to maintain? So that is, first you need to think about the resource management. So in resource management, resource, service and directory diversity. So what type of resource that one, and what are the diversity, and what is the discovery rate in that. So whether I want to big data analytics, or whether I want to little data analytics, or selection based analytics, and cloud computing I want to do, what type of visualization I want to do, what type of schematic I want to use, whether it is a hybrid, whether it is a normal implementation is more enough. So such type of things you need to consider. So in our application oriented IoT design. So in that IoT design, so simply the it consisting of three levels. So first you need to think about as a manufacturing, and you need to think about the consumer level. So in a manufacturing level, so maybe you are going to manufacturing level as like a government. So lighting, parking, surveillance system, traffic management. Okay, so these are under category of, so water management, energy management, buildings, so weather controlling or weather monitoring system. These all are under category of Internet of Things only. See, so the government related things, street lights, parking, surveillance system, traffic management, so water management, and energy, so wastewater management and energy management algorithms, and buildings, so weather. So these all are under category of the industrial level applications which are governed for government, any government, not only India or somewhere. So next manufacturing type. Next to smart factories. So nowadays car. If you want to make a car, human want to make, at least it will take 3 months. But nowadays the robo, it can the robo machinery, the smart factories making the car. They are going to assemble within 55 seconds. There is a car is manufactured. Okay, so that is the advantage. So that is the advantage when we are using factories like that thing. Next, robotics. So robotics, Asimo. So the first robot is Asimo. So nowadays the humanoids are very very popular, and the humanoids are used as a servant at homes. Okay, so we saw in a lot of movies also, but they are not real robots. But generally nowadays in Japan, like that, some developed countries, they are using the human lot of humanoids. Okay, so next to industrial automation. So in industrial automation also we can use some applications like Coca-Cola filling, and fluid filling, liquid filling, gas filling. So these type of all the things are, so by means of application taxonomy only. So next to energy management and assistant management, and nowadays true caller, that is nothing but when you are service maintenance purpose also, voice over messages, always the robots are speaking with the calls. Next, so the connected products, so by using conveyor belts and everything they are going to convert. And predictive maintenance, some maintenance is required after these many days, so must and should you need to maintenance is required. And connected business models, some business models also, and assistance management, and assistance tracking. So some tracking is required sometimes. So next to fleet management, so disaster prevention. So whenever disasters are occurred in the transportation and everything, so we are going to disaster management is required, and connected cars. So always the cars are connected with the mobile phones nowadays, and navigation, and theft protection. So this is very very important, theft. So next to predictive maintenance, and entertainment systems, like a lot of entertainment systems we are using nowadays. So one of the thing is that Alexa. So Alexa is also one of the IoT cloud always. So next in retail and everywhere in supermarkets and retails also. So digital signatures we can use, and loss prevention, and inventory management, and point of sale. So how many sales? So at that instant, how fastly you are selling the goods, and footfall counting. So you need not to count the things. So next to remote monitoring. So you need not to be there. So in the shop, automatically you can maintain, only one person can maintain 10 shops nowadays. Okay. So but by using remote monitoring systems. Next to elderly care. So at old age homes and everywhere, so the people are coming with a lot of things. So blind sticks are there, and automatic wheelchairs and everything. So they are taking care about the elderly caring persons. So after old age homes and everything. So next the consumer level. So these are connected by means of some security. Yeah, consumer always they are connected at home. So these are the consumer applications. So video and motion sensing, alarms. Next to, yeah, fire alarm, and heat alarm, like that. So home controls, like HVAC. So AC controlling, and lightning controlling. So media controlling. So for suppose if the child is watching the movie with TV, automatically that will go into child mode. So whether other adult is watching at that moment, it is going into adult mode, like that. So next wearables. So the fitness nowadays, in wearables also here, the fitness things, fitness band and everything, and home controls, and tracking. So these are all very very variety of things are available in the taxonomy. So biosensing, and machine sensing controls, and environment sensing. So these are the edge of the computing and IoT applications can coming with such type of things. So next IoT gateways and aggregation, IoT wearables and IoT operating system, and middleware applications, IoT bandwidth provision, and big data analytics, IoT professional services. So next IoT cloud. So these are all the very very important task aspects in a IoT taxonomy. So IoT taxonomy is nothing but simple. So the things of the ecosystem, says the Internet of Things ecosystem, and its a taxonomy. Okay. So the taxonomy must and should require, so everywhere. So where it can be used. So where, what, and what it will going to control. So environmental sensing. So where and what. So deployed into the physical environment, can be fixed or with mobility. So what video surveillance, motion detection, temperature, location, humidity, pressure, light, and wind speed. So lot of things. Yes. So not only a simple thing. So I can tell a list of things. So 30, 40 also I can tell. So where biosensing. So for suppose whether the biosensing in the sense, so living organisms. So so it is implantable in a living organisms. So for a bird. So if you want to take some uh, aerial videos and everything, so high speed cameras are going to insert into bird bird body. So automatically bird body is going to fly. So with respect to that thing, the cameras are capturing nowadays. So what location, velocity. So how much velocity it is moving. So what type of location, and heart rate measurement, blood pressure. So internal temperature, glucose level, sugar levels. So brain activities and everything. So these all are biosensing purpose we are using. So this is nothing but IoT taxonomy. Okay. So the taxonomy level, with what level you are using, what modules you are using, or what is the connectivity purpose you are using. So that IoT gateways and aggregation purpose we are using, and IoT wearables and IoT operating systems also you can use, and middleware applications like some horizontal and vertical planes category, SIM management systems, and IT application management environment, and APIs management, and device management applications, and category of network management like ATM networks, SNMP, Simple Network Management Protocol. So these all things are having the middleware applications. So next, under IoT bandwidth providers. So who are the some providers for IoT bandwidth and everything? This next big data. So always we are concentrating on the big data for big data analytics and prediction purposes. So IoT professional services like some research centers are required for this. So the professional services are provided by the things. Okay. So this is about the IoT cloud. So must and should require some cloud also. So in that, so the Internet of the market map, and the research of the agenda, what agenda you need to do. So M2M was IoT. So always we need to concentrate on machine to machine and IoT connectivity between IoT platforms. So these things only uh, I not concentrated previously. So that is end of our second unit, and maximum tomorrow I will give second unit assignment questions, and second unit notes, and fourth unit notes with respect to assignment questions I will give. So maximum tomorrow, so I will give. So you go through them and study well. So this is end of the fourth unit. Today I completed up to 4 units. Okay. Thank you. Now the time for attendance. So I will take the attendance right now. Okay. Roll number 1 to 10. Roll number 1 to 10, please respond to roll calls. So in a message box, chat box. Yeah. Nobody is there. 1 to 10. Roll number. Okay. Two present. Okay. Hmm. Total 22 members are there in the. Yes. So respond. So 1 to 10. So 15 up to 15. Up to 15. Roll number 15. Yeah. 4 is present. Okay. 2 is present. 4 is present. Then 13. 13 not there today in class. Nishita, not Nikita. Okay. Okay. Up to 20. Up to roll number 20. So 19 is there. Then 17, 18. Then up to 30. 29. Okay. Next two. Up to 40. Up to 40. Yeah, those who you present, you gave your number, you can leave the meeting. Thank you. Up to 50. Up to 50. Up to roll number 50. Yeah, all of you, when anyone present, just to respond a roll call in the meeting. Yeah, roll number 50, Meghana. 43. 36. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to start unit number 5. Okay, so tell to your classmates. So once it is done, nobody will take care. So about your subject, I will anyhow I will post the videos. So no problem. But just concentrate on the subject. Thank you. Thank you. So my class is completed. Done.